good afternoon. Whenever you're listening to this, welcome to the internet's most sophisticated wrestling podcast, discussing the weekly aspects of it all, right here on
The Bald Monkeys Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to the Bald Monkeys podcast. We are here tonight. I scared the crap out of Christopher. He's here tonight. We have another edition of Monkey Talk. This is our second installment of our build-up to Mission Pro Wrestling's event, September 18th in Buda, Texas. I'm not sure how to say it. Apparently, there's controversy. I don't know. If anybody knows, let us know. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is tonight, we literally have one of the biggest names, in my opinion, because I've watched a ton of her matches for the Mission Pro event. We have Miss Reality, Madi Wrenkowski. Madi, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We thank you for being here.
Yeah, super excited to get to chat with you and super excited to talk more about the event coming up here in September. But where we start is where you started. We like to always find out, where were your beginnings? So what was a young Madi like? Oh.
I used to watch WWE with my brother, and of course, being young and crazy, we were doing like Team Extreme, like the moonsaults and flips on our parents' beds. Of course, not anywhere
Nice.
it would actually hurt. But yeah, just growing up, it was always like a thing. Doing all the different moves on each other. My brother's favorite move to do was Jazz's finishing move at the time, which was, can I cuss on here?
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, yeah.
Which was the bitch clamp. So I got stretched a couple times when I was younger.
Oh, that's too funny. And yes, you can curse. You can say we're
Let it all fly.
We don't let the kids watch. We're all good. We're all good.
Sounds good.
Now you're growing up and you're getting into trouble, it sounds like, fighting with everybody. But when does wrestling come in? When do you first realize, when was that first memory of, hey, look, wrestling, I'm interested in this?
Yeah, again, that would definitely have to go back to watching it with my brother. That was just something we bonded over. Anytime I can think back to playing video games, like literally the only video games we had from N64 all the way to like the PlayStation 4 now, we had the wrestling games, like every single one of them. And so that's
It.
kind of where it all started.
Who was your player of choice when you were playing those wrestling games?
Great question. So whenever we would do the girls matches, which was very limited in the starting, like the Nintendo 64, I would always choose Lita. But when I had to do the guys matches, I would always choose Scotty 2 Hottie.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Can you do the worm?
I'm practicing the worm, actually.
Nice.
I've been brushing up on it on the off chance that I get to show him. When I was doing the extra work, I saw him in the hallway and I like had a heart attack a little bit. I was like, ugh. I was like, oh my God, did you see him?
I used to use your playable character.
Yeah, the flat top and everything. Had the 2 cool gear though. It was great.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about like actually getting to the point of being interested in becoming a wrestler? How did that come about?
So I mean, it was always interesting to watch, and then as far as me doing it, it was kind of always an ongoing joke when I was going through college. Like every time finals or whatever would come around, I was like, I'm just going to quit. I'm going to quit and become a wrestler. And that was just the ongoing joke because I was done with school. I'm going to be a wrestler. And my mom was like, no, you need to get your degree first, and then you can do whatever you want with your life.
As
And
moms
so
always
that's
do.
Smart
so
mom.
that's what I did.
Now you're relatively new to wrestling. Again, I always yell at our research department. Our research department came up that it looks like your debut match was in November of 2019, last year. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
I think it might have been September. It was the inaugural Mission Pro.
We're going to fire our research team. Okay, either way.
Do it.
He's
Either
actually
way.
the research
Yeah,
team.
I'm actually the research team.
Whoa,
I'm
we need
firing
to have a
myself.
talk with HR then, because
I-
there seems to be a conflict of interest.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mhm.
But now you trained with Hybrid Wrestling down in Texas. How did you come to the decision to train with them? Because I know you also looked at another wrestling school. So what was the decision like, and what was training like?
Yeah, so of course I started off, I wanted to get my toes in the water. So I went to a fantasy camp at Booker T's school, and it was incredible. And so I knew that was something that I wanted to do. While I was there, I did happen to meet Gino, the Latin heartthrob. And he actually informed me that there was a school closer, because at that time I was living in the town over, San Marcos.
Mm-hmm.
And so he actually had a show at the Quarterman's Pub. It was a BOW show. So he invited me out. He said, Hybrid School of Wrestling, they're going to be like running this show with BOW. Come check it out. I'll introduce you to Chris Marvel. And I was like, who? And then I showed up, and Hybrid was like everywhere. After the show, I got to meet Chris Marvel, and like instantly he was like, come in tomorrow, we'll like show you the school, we'll get it figured out. So I like literally showed up at the school the next day, and I ended up signing the papers right then and there.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, he means business.
Now, yeah, he was like, I can see there's something with this girl. We got to keep her down right now.
Maybe.
Now, there are a couple of other trainers that are with Hybrid. One of them is Jazz, who you mentioned just briefly a little bit earlier. And you also had a match against her. And another person was everybody's favorite commentator, Funaki.
Indeed.
How awesome is it to be able to kind of, I mean, not just be in the ring with people like that, but to be able to pick their brains and get that information from them?
It's honestly incredible to have Coach Marvel, Jazz, even Rodney Mack and Funaki. They're all so different in their way they approach going into a match, the way they approach learning moves, and just wrestling as a whole. So it's been a little bit of taking pieces of knowledge from each of them and turning it into myself, which is a hybrid of all of them.
Nice.
I know.
Now,
Play on words.
now you also had some seminars. I saw you had a seminar with Molly Holly. I mean, if you haven't checked out the Hybrid website, go to the front page and then scroll down to the bottom, because I mean, they bring in a ton of names, and to be able to like learn from them, like I said just before, has got to be amazing.
Yes, yeah. I think my first year at Hybrid, like maybe the first month I was there, they brought in Eddie Kingston, and that was like my first time ever like getting in the ring and like doing rolls. And he was like, it was crazy to have him in there with us, and he was working with us like super brand new people just got in the ring, and he's like helping us out. So that was crazy for me, especially like with what he's doing now. But
Yeah.
then to get like the bigger names, like I think we had Christian, Molly Holly, MVP, like those were, that was like, it was surreal. Like you see these people on TV and then like they're literally right in front of you.
Yeah.
Molly Holly is like literally the nicest person I've ever met. I got the honor to pick her up from the hotel, and I just got to pick her brain there and get to hear not only about her experience, but like advice. and
Sweet.
it was crazy. She's a person. It was crazy.
Yeah, wrestlers, if you haven't figured it out, everybody, wrestlers
People.
are people.
It was crazy. It was mind blowing, literally.
We are literally going to put a counter in the corner of the screen to count how many times we all say literally in this episode, because I think it could be literally over 50. But let's not
y'all started us off well.
Yeah.
Little pad there, little pad.
Yeah. Now, being in Texas, you recently in January had an opportunity to work with WWE NXT and WWE. I'm assuming that came through hybrid. You did a pretty good job as a security bouncer, breaking up some fights. How did that come about?
Yeah, so they had us, they had all of us lined up. It was the Texas talent that were invited for their little Texas tour to be in there. And they're like, okay, we need, let's do 4 people. And they just like lined us all up, and they looked at us, and it was incredibly nerve-wracking. And they're like, you, and you. And I like looked, and it was like 3 dudes and me. I was like, okay.
There you go.
I was like, I got this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was it like, being part of the show for that night?
Yeah, so I was about as nervous, if not more nervous, than I have ever been in my entire life. Literally, like, I felt like I was the one doing a match. Just standing in the like rafter area, like you can feel the intensity of the crowd, and you can feel the intensity of the wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And the referees, they were like, hey guys, like, this is real. And I was like, okay. And we get out there, and it was real.
Mm-hmm.
It was very real. They're very aggressive. They were going at it. And so we literally had to do whatever we could to legit like pull them off.
That's awesome.
Fun
fact. The 2 of us and 2 of our other podcast mates were actually at Royal Rumble weekend, and we're at the NXT Worlds Collide show and at the Royal Rumble.
Oh wow! So y'all were at everything.
So we inadvertently probably saw you.
Yeah.
And
look.
Now we know.
You're like, oh my gosh, this girl's in the way.
Who is this girl? Get her out of here. But
exactly.
About your character a little bit. How did you come up with the moniker of Miss Reality? And you have it on your literally shirt.
So I wouldn't even call it a character.
That's even better.
Yeah, it like literally is me. Growing up, besides like wrestling, I love the Kardashians. And so I know a couple people try and make jabs and call me a Kardashian or something. And that's honestly like, it's literally the best compliment. Like they tried to do that in the promo tournament, and I was like, thank you.
Thank you.
Like this, thank you so much. I was like in their videos, I was like, let them win. They're speaking truths there. But I just always loved the Kardashians, reality shows. If you've ever watched the Bad Girls Club, it's reality, and that's what I am. I don't like people being fake, and so I have to give people reality checks.
There you go.
Because everyone knows reality TV is real.
It is, and
real TV.
It is. It's real TV. September 18th, Friday night, we have the Mission Pro show. You're one of the a few ladies that are on the roster there for the night. How did the opportunity kind of present itself to you from them?
So being on the first show, I really enjoyed the atmosphere. And so once I saw that they revamped it, made it an all women's run promotion, I was like, ooh, like I got to get on that. And then they announced that Robin was going to be the booking coordinator. So instantly I reached out because that is something that I definitely would like to be a part of.
Nice.
It needed a little bit of reality.
There you go. Now, the first time you were with Mission, I believe, again, if our research team, our crack research team did their correct research, you were in a tag match with another person on the roster, Vert Vixen.
Not quite.
Oh, man, I'm getting fired.
Yeah, I might have to
0
file
for
a
2.
complaint. No, so my first Mission Pro show, I was actually against, it was a teacher versus student match
Oh, it was the
against
jazz
Jazz.
match.
Against Jazz.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the one you're referring to was Ladies Night Out, where I got
Yes.
to team with Vert Vixen.
I'm sorry. I apologize for my complete and utter mess up.
It's fine, we forgive you.
Thank you. What does it mean to you to be able to work for like an all-female run promotion?
It means a lot. Having Thunder Rosa spearhead this, her as an individual is very empowering. As a woman, I've got to share the locker room with her a couple times, and I've got to witness her personally speaking up for us women in the locker room to get us a spot where we could change in private. And so, like, even though that seems very minuscule, it is incredibly, like, women looking out for women. It was very, I don't want to say inspiring, but it was. It's like, we do have to look out for each other. And so having a women run promotion, it's girl power.
Seeing now me sitting on this side, I'm going, wait, how did you guys not have like a women's locker room? Like, it just totally baffles me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunately, the
Well,
reality of it.
yeah, it sounds like Thunder and everybody there are doing the right things. Now you're up against a pretty formidable opponent in Baby D. We are speaking with Baby D, I think, in about a week or so, and we'll get her take. Now, again, I'm going to try to go back to our research team, but our research says that you guys have not fought each other as of yet in the ring.
Well, your research team did a good job, because we have not.
Thank
We have unfortunately
Lord.
not encountered each other in the ring yet.
Now, in watching a lot of your matches, you seem to bring a very strong hitting style to it. And I think my favorite is the scissor kick, because I see it and I literally am going, she literally almost took this person's head off because she hits him literally so hard.
Yes, I do. I know, though, going into this match, my strong style is going to need a little bit of a tweak, because she may be, I'm not going to admit it, but she may be a little stronger than me. So I'm going to have to, I've gone back to the drawing board, and I'm going to change up a little bit, add some tweaks.
Nice. Get some submissions in there. She is a third generation wrestler.
Yes, I recently learned that. I've been doing some homework on her, listening to her talk on different podcasts, getting all the information that I can. So I know a lot of other girls were saying that she is a powerhouse. So I'm going to have to switch modes, maybe use more of a speed, agility type approach.
Do you have any words for her? That doesn't seem, it seems like some of the other matches, there's always like a little bit of beef between people, but I haven't seen much beef in this match here.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of respect, definitely coming from my side. She is a third generation wrestler, and she's been doing this a lot longer than I have. But that does not mean that you can count me out, because, again, I am going to bring the reality to it. I am new. I am up and coming. But I was good enough to go against Jazz. I went toe-to-toe with her. Mm-hmm. I've gone against other veteran wrestlers, such as Simply Luscious. I've been to Ladies Night Out. Like, let's go.
There you go. Baby D, watch out. She's coming for you.
Yes, I am.
Let's talk about
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, let's talk about motivation though.
Yes.
We went through a big history, and I mean, in a short time, all the different things you've been through. Been through noticing wrestling, been through getting interested in wrestling, finding a way to train, getting the right place to train, finding your first match, getting your feet wet, as you said, and now to a point where you get yourself an all women's promotion and have a match. How do you keep motivated? What pushes you? What keeps pushing you?
So just like in everything, I'm a very competitive person. So I don't like to feel as though people are outworking me. So when everyone seems to be in this craze where you post everything on social media, people don't go to the gym unless they take a photo, something like that. So I'm seeing all these girls posting what they're doing. I'm seeing all these training videos, and it just it makes me feel like I got to be better than that. Like, and so as weird as that sounds, my motivation is to be better than what I've seen. I got to keep up, but not only keep up, I got to exceed.
Mm-hmm. We talked about who you saw and were interested in wrestling. Is there anybody that you like aspire to be like in the wrestling ring?
As far as moves, or as far as like persona,
Career trajectory.
Like...
Everything. Yeah, like
Everything.
full package. Like what are you trying to push yourself to, like, and go, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get to where she's
What's
at.
the goal? What's the goal?
Oh, well, the ultimate goal, I would definitely love to at least step foot in a WWE ring. I definitely, as far as like who I look at, I definitely think Rhea Ripley. I don't have those shoulders yet. But Rhea Ripley is definitely someone that I've looked at, and she's come a long way from when she first started in developmental. And I definitely think she is a strong role model for women. She is a very pretty woman, but that doesn't matter. Like, she's showing you that she's strong AF, and she'll literally kick anyone's butt.
Definitely.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to meet her at one of the house shows for NXT, and she's just seems like a great person, and she seems like a very motivated person as well. And it obviously is coming out in her success. So good person to try to mimic yourself after, at least in a career path.
Yeah.
So new question we like to ask everybody. And it's a little bit interesting with where you're at in your career because you're just starting. But if you had an opportunity to talk to 10-year-old Maddie, what would you tell 10-year-old Maddie today?
I would definitely think I would have to tell her to just keep going. Sometimes it might seem very hard. Sometimes things won't seem fair. But if you stop now, like, you're never going to get anywhere, and you're just going to think about what if. But if you keep going, you'll end up with no regrets.
There you go. That's a good answer.
I think we should take all these answers and play them for 10-year-olds and see the 10-year-olds' reactions. And just, I mean, this is perfect. This is motivation for 10-year-olds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to do it in like a montage with like pictures of kittens and puppies.
Oh, man.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Well, yeah, Chris, that's on you, buddy. You're getting the kittens and all that kind of stuff.
All right, I get the kittens, you get the research. Got it.
That sounds good. That works for me. Unless I might fire myself after this episode, but you know, we'll see if I get hired back. Having started a little bit later in the wrestling industry, excuse me, you graduated college. You had a degree in biology and wildlife.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, we're back on the right track now. You had the possibility of an opportunity to work in Hawaii, and some things didn't kind of work out right. Do you miss the opportunity that could have been?
Honestly, no. What I see it as is I see it as fate. I see that things happen for a reason. I was going to do that, and literally natural circumstances came up.
Yep.
And,
Little
and,
volcano kind of blew up.
yeah, nothing big, just a volcano. But so that was fate to me. That's what I saw it as. And even the first day that I talked to Coach Marvel, I told that story, and he's like, yeah, fate definitely has something to do with it. So I don't regret it because I will always have my degree. So maybe when I'm like old, like 80, I can go ahead and be one of those summertime park rangers and say, I'll tell all the kids that come into the national park, I'll be like, oh, you know, back in my day, I used to scissor kick the crap out of people. And like,
Literally.
They'll be like, okay. And like probably go off and call me crazy or something, but it's fine. Like, it's only partially true.
Had you visited Hawaii prior to the opportunity?
No, I'm just that crazy that I would go somewhere that I haven't visited.
Hey, my next question, if you had, was going to be, did you like it out there? I have been lucky enough to go there. It's so beautiful. I loved it, and if anybody gets a chance, please go to Hawaii. It is a lovely time.
Is that a new sponsor? Hawaii?
Hawaii.
It's gonna pop up.
Yeah,
Hawaii.
Right?
He's gonna sell you some timeshares, so watch out.
Don't trust me. Don't trust me.
Well, we learned that a little bit earlier.
Yes, I know. Jeez.
Maddie, you talked about fate, and we've talked to a lot of wrestlers, and the idea of right time, right place, right time usually comes up in conversation. Do you feel like that's really your sense of you just got to keep yourself ready and your time will come?
100%. Opportunities sometimes aren't planned. Coach Marvel always says there's sometimes where you could get a call like at midnight saying, hey, I need you to go up to this state, or there's a show and they need you. Like, opportunities happen at any time, and he's literally always telling us and preaching to us, you need to be ready all the time. You never know what's going to happen. What are you going to do if you get a phone call from Vince McMahon saying, like, come down to the performance center and you're over there eating a pint of ice cream or something? Like, if you don't constantly work on yourself and an opportunity does present yourself and you're not at your best, then like, what are you doing?
The correct answer to that situation is you finish the pint of ice cream as fast as you can, and then you go to the airport.
Yeah, because like ice cream's portable, just take it with you. And honestly, if it's taking you that long to eat it, like something's wrong. But like, don't tell him that.
No.
This stays between us.
Yes.
Cut that out. Well, so we talked about a lot of in-ring stuff, training, wrestling stuff. Let's get out of the ring. What are you doing outside of the ring to keep busy? What's your hobbies? What outside of wrestling interests you?
So most of my schedule is wrestling. I do work a little bit right after work, though. I'm in training Monday through Thursday. Our training times are 7 to 10. So when I'm not wrestling, I'm sleeping or I'm at Planet Fitness working out.
Wait,
so
7 in the morning to 10 at night?
No, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay. Whew. I was like, holy crap. Okay.
You get your money's worth.
Yeah, right.
Sign up now, Hybrid School of Wrestling.
I think Chris Marvel would then come and beat me up if somebody walks up to his place. I heard about this 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Training session.
Yeah, he might.
I don't want anybody coming to beat me up, please.
Yeah, he's a little bit intimidating sometimes.
I've seen some pictures, and I don't want to cross him the wrong way. So, Chris Marvel, I don't know you, but I love you, man. You know. Some favorites. We always like to get some favorites from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you mentioned one of your goals is to step into a WWE ring. Mm-hmm. This isn't really a favorite, but it kind of is. Are you team WWE or team AEW?
WWE.
Okay. No hate. No hate at all. Music choice. What kind of music are you listening to? What's your favorite music?
Right now it's country, and that's just because of where I'm at. I'm in Texas, but also the other stations here in San Antonio aren't that good. When I moved down here, I was listening to the radio and I'm like, ooh, not my speed. So I just started listening to country about a year or so ago, and that's pretty much what consumes that, and like old time music like Queen, stuff like
Nice.
that.
Classic rock. I like it. That's a good answer. Good answer. Favorite place to visit?
My bed.
That works. I like it. We've never had anybody say that before.
It's a place.
Very lovely.
It is. I love my bed too. I can sleep pretty much anywhere, but my bed is my preferred place.
Me too. It's a gift and a curse.
Yes. My wife hates it because I could like literally just fall asleep on the couch or like fall asleep on the floor. And meanwhile, she's like, I can't nap at all. Why are you napping on a Saturday afternoon? What is going on?
No way.
Yeah.
That is a Saturday without a nap.
I agree.
I can't even imagine that.
Saturdays
That's
are for
not-
napping.
They are. They're not for the boys. They're for napping.
In your short career, who has been your favorite opponent so far?
Well, definitely Jazz. She definitely, well, she taught me a lot of what I know. And so to be able to, she always said, like, I taught you some of what I know, not all of what I know. So just remember that. And I was like, okay. And it's true. Like, she continually, like, amazes me with not only like her wrestling advice, but her life advice and getting to go in the ring. And she took me to school.
She was vicious in that match.
She definitely was.
Yeah.
My parents never really went to like a independent wrestling show. She got all up in their face. My dad loves it. My dad loves watching her wrestle. My dad loves yelling at Simply Luscious. They fight all the time, so it's very entertaining.
That's too funny. Favorite holiday?
Oh, 4th of July.
Okay. Why?
I like to eat, and it's a lot less based on money. Like Christmas and stuff, I feel like is very gift centered.
Mhm.
And on the 4th of July, I feel like people just eat and hang out and watch our tax dollars explode. Like, it's fun.
I agree. I'm a Thanksgiving man myself.
That's my second favorite.
There you go. Now you come out to the Spice Girls music, or at least I have heard some Spice Girls music. Do you have a favorite Spice Girl?
Yes. Growing up, I was always Posh Spice, so.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
The final of the favorites. If you could pick a dream match against anyone of any generation, any promotion, who would that match be with?
Okay, y'all are gonna hate me, and no one in the entire world will agree with me because it has nothing to do with their wrestling skills. But I would love to step into a ring with Enzo Amore, and I would love for him to cut a promo on me first.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming at all.
It's my secret favorite.
There you go.
No, it's a good answer because it's a moment, right? That's what you're looking for. You want that moment of cut a promo on me. Come on.
Yeah, it's just reminiscent of the 205 Live episode where he was in the middle of the ring. All of them were standing. He's just like, boom, you look like Gollum. Ugh, you ugly.
That was epic. That was good. All right,
It really was.
We're going into favorites overtime because I got a couple.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, favorites overtime. Here we go. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookie two-step.
What is cookie two-step?
So, being in Texas, you have to love Bluebell. Cookie two-step is cookies and cream and chocolate chip cookie dough combined.
I'm in.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in
Okay.
for that. That sounds good. All right. Favorite video game growing
Ooh,
up?
Growing up. Oh, it was definitely any of the WWE games. That's all we played.
Well, which one? Which specific one was your favorite? Yeah. Were you laying the
Oh,
SmackDown? Were you Raw versus SmackDown? Raw
I
is
think
No
it was-
War?
Mercy.
No Mercy?
I don't know. That's hard.
Yeah, see? We come with it.
I know. I remember one specifically was the one and it had The Rock on it and it was like, just bring it. For some reason, that's the one that's popping
yep.
in my head.
And that was one of them. Yep, just bring it. There was
So
there was
we'll
also
just say that one.
Shut Your Mouth
Your
was
Mouth.
another good. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Now we're just generic WWE 2K19 or 2020 or boring names.
Do you have a current favorite video game?
No, I don't really play video games. I don't have a TV in my apartment, so I don't get distracted.
There you go.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I have a phone, so that backfired.
Yeah, my daughter, I think, is on her phone more than she watches TV now.
Yeah, because your phone is like a little TV.
Yep. She's on TikTok, Instagram.
TikTok.
Oh, she loves
Yeah.
it.
It's
All right.
time consuming.
It most definitely is.
Yeah, I start at 10 and I look down and it's 1. It's crazy.
It's like you're in a time lapse right there. Like you don't even know. It's just all time and space just goes away.
Yeah, like I literally like walked into the Spider-Verse or something. It was crazy.
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, let's roll with that then. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie. Oh, I just had it. I like A Dog's Purpose.
I've never seen A Dog's Purpose.
It's a little sad.
Is
It is
it?
very sad. If you've ever owned a dog, it's like
I have.
Yeah.
that's what it's
Almost.
like that.
That's based on a book, right?
Yeah.
My daughter has the book. She loves animals. She has all those books about dogs and stuff.
Yeah, those are about the only books that I read growing up were about dogs.
Okay.
All right.
Last one. I got one more.
Still in overtime.
I got one more. And this is a throwback.
Okay.
Molly Holly or Mighty Molly?
Mighty Molly, hands down.
Right answer.
Hands down.
Right answer.
Well, now we're at the final question.
Final.
Other than promoting the Mission Pro event on September 18th at Pinballz Kingdom in Buda, Texas, bell time is 7:30 if you're going to the show. If you're not going to the show, you can watch it on Title Match Network. We're talking cookies. Oreo cookies, to be precise.
Mm.
Are you a single stuff cookie person or a double stuff cookie person?
Definitely double stuff, but out of those, I'm gonna have to scratch it and say birthday cake Oreos.
Oh, okay. See, and I'm okay with that because you were team double stuff and you threw the curve of birthday. I'm good with that.
We get the point.
Yeah.
We still get the point.
Team double stuff gets the point. Yes, I like it. Awesome.
Well, Maddie, it really had a blast. Let's talk about Mission Pro. Let's talk about what you got going on. Where can people find you? Let everybody know where they can go look.
So I'm on almost every social media platform, Twitter, Instagram. I have a Facebook page, and it's all gonna be at Madi_Wrenkowski. I got my new t-shirts out, and you can order them on my Big Cartel website /Madi Wrenkowski. So as long as you can spell my name, you can get there. So that's a challenge in itself.
As long as our editing team can edit this together correctly and spell your name, it should be good.
Is the editing team the same as the research team?
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm gonna just spell it out with my finger.
Wait, Okay, I got it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
We'll keep an eye on it. We'll make sure it's okay.
People always got to double check.
Yeah.
Well, Maddie, thank you for your time tonight. It was a lot of fun. We're very excited to see you at Hell Hath No Fury. We're rooting for you. We're hoping it's a successful match and you come out on top. We're going to say that to every single person we talk to.
I was about to say, I'm about to listen. I'm going to have to watch the Baby D one to see what you say.
We are neutral with
Yes.
everyone. We want everyone to come out on top. And there is more ways to come out on top than getting the win. That's what we feel. So
That is
we
true.
think it's going to be a great show. We're really looking forward to it. And I think it's a great idea. And we're happy that you're part of it. And we're happy to see where it goes from here.
Yes. Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
No problem. Thanks for coming. Good luck, everybody. Once again, September 18th, Hell Hath No Fury, presented by Mission Pro, Pinballz Kingdom. Make sure you watch it. Title Match Network. If you're there, have a great time. Wear your mask. Please, so that we can all get back to reality. Everybody, thank you so much. We will see you next time.
You can find Madi Wrenkowski on Twitter and Instagram. Search for @Madi_Wrenkowski. And on Facebook, Madi Wrenkowski. Also, check out our merchandise, MadiWrenkowski.BigCartel.com. And of course, Hell Hath No Fury, presented by Mission Pro Wrestling and Pinballz Kingdom, Friday, September 18th in Buda, Texas. If you're going to the show, bell time is 7:30. You can find the show streaming online at Title Match Wrestling Network. And for more information on Mission Pro, go to missionprowrestling.net. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The Bald Monkeys. You can also check out our interviews on WrestleJoy.com. Make sure to subscribe on our YouTube page to watch our previous interviews or our roundtable discussions. Just search for The Bald Monkeys. Watch us live on our new Twitch channel, twitch.tv/The Bald Monkeys. And finally, listen to the Bald Monkeys podcast on Apple iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from.